Artificial intelligence has reached the point that people use it to replace real fashion models in magazines, design new and original business logos, drive cars occupied with people, and help with math homework better than some parents. Sounds pretty cool, right? But how did this happen? It almost seems like AI took off out of nowhere. Where did it come from? And what can we expect of AI in the future? With the way that technology is going, many people are worried it will replace their role at their job. Others are worried it will replace their job as a whole. In the past few years, there's been a dramatic increase in AI-run jobs. AI has already led to the elimination of approximately 78,000 jobs in 2025 alone. This is from the Strategic Market Research. Entry-level position jobs are more likely to be overturned to AI, but they're not the only ones. AI is starting to overrun thousands of employment positions across the country, from taking your food order to being the virtual assistant on your favorite clothing website to even analyzing your tax documents. However, there are still a few jobs and occupations that AI will never be able to replace. In this video, I will be discussing how AI will never safely and effectively replace the profession and employment of physical therapy, physical therapists, and physical therapist assistants. It may seem like AI has popped up out of nowhere in the past decade, but it's actually been a studied concept for about 75 years now. The idea of AI started, although it wasn't coined AI, started in 1950 by a man named Alan Turing. He asked, "Can machines think?" So he turned that question into practice. He coined it as the Turing test. This test, or imitation game as you could call it, was a test to see if a specific computer program, the interrogator, was capable of distinguishing between a human participant and another computer program. It was not. Turing considered this computer to be thinking or to possess artificial intelligence. Now, 6 years later, another man, John McCarthy, was a Dartmouth professor. He organized a summer workshop to which would now be considered the founding moment of AI. This summer workshop aimed to find how to make machines use language, form abstractions, and concepts. This research continued in about mid-1960s. The Department of Defense, also the Department of War now, I guess, started heavily funding research for this area, and AI labs started popping up all around the world. Now, research did take a break after about mid-1970s due to a lack of funding in general, but it came back in the early 2000s. This is according to Lawrence Livermore National Laboratory. Now, let's jump to modern day AI, where Siri and Alexa can answer most questions within a few seconds for you, where Google can make an individualized answer for the random question that you typed at 2 a.m. last night, and where you can take a picture of your homework assignment and your phone will show you how to do it and work it out for you in seconds. AI has become a household word, to say the least, and many people have these in-home AI systems where you can turn on lights around the house with the use of your voice, and refrigerators can talk back to you now. But the use of these artificial helpers, it makes activities of daily living easier, especially when it's used as a tool. If it's not used as a tool, and more so as a way to make overhead costs go down, people and jobs suffer. Whether it be academically or just in general, AI has made everyone's life easier in one or two ways. But AI has also left a lot of people out of work. CEOs and big companies have tried to save their pennies by replacing jobs with computers, thus taking jobs away that provide food and shelter for people and their families. It says that AI is projected to displace approximately 300 million jobs worldwide by 2030. That's about 9% of the global workforce. Now, sure, that isn't with the statistics of jobs AI will bring in, but I mean, it's displacing a lot of jobs. 41% of employers around the world plan to reduce their human workforce and to adopt AI interventions within the next 5 years. This is also according to Strategic Market Research. But one of the many things AI can't do especially safely and effectively, is work and care for patients and clients in the healthcare profession. The healthcare field requires many different characteristics to succeed in the profession. One of them is being able to make physical contact, to treat the patient successfully, especially. But AI doesn't have a body, hands, or a face. So the use for it in specific healthcare setting is pretty much obsolete. Even without the physical aspect, AI doesn't have empathy, doesn't have kindness or willingness to help the patient or help their patient reach their goals specifically. AI doesn't have the considerations needed to treat a patient with quality and with care. Doesn't have the capability now or hopefully ever, because that's a scary thing to think about. Hopefully it won't have the skills and knowledge needed to physically, emotionally, and spiritually help a patient or client reach that goal. Especially for hands-on professions such as physical therapy, for physical therapists themselves and the physical therapist assistants, AI at this time would be more hurtful than healing. The profession of physical therapy requires skill in many different areas, including academic knowledge and understanding, as well as social and interpersonal relationships. PTs and PTAs have empathy, morals, ethics. PTs and PTAs understand body language and varied tone, eye contact, maybe lack of eye contact. AI doesn't have these necessary skills and would end up hurting the patient. AI wouldn't be able to look at Miss Sally and understand she's having a bad day, and that treatment for the day may need to be modified to fit those emotional needs. Probably won't understand she needs a little bit more extra verbal motivation today to fit those needs. AI wouldn't be able to observe the slight bruising and swelling on Mr. Smith's hand from his fall a week ago, and it wouldn't be able to help effectively apply a thermal modality to relieve any of those symptoms. It doesn't have those capabilities. AI in some settings can be a very helpful tool in research, outlines, and maybe finding solutions to small topics. But AI will never replace PTs and PTAs in a safe and effective manner like a trained and certified human can. AI can be programmed to do things almost as us humans can, but the day-to-day activities involved as a PT and PTA will not be safe if they were to be conducted by a computer program. The dangers, if it were to happen, would be evident. AI is known to give accurate information up to a point, sure, but it can't be relied on to give truthful, honest information. Many AI sites give you warnings that says it'll make mistakes, so it's up to you as the reader to make an informed decision regarding the information provided. Quoted from United Nations University, when accuracy is confused with truth, there is a high risk of harm, especially in fields where human judgment and ethical considerations are critical. Unavoidably, and unfortunately, kids and adults get hurt every day. Although, lucky for us, that means there's always going to be someone to help. And PTAs and PTs are going to be there. Unfortunate general life events like car accidents and falls can happen to anyone at any point, at any given state of health. And it can be debilitating. The profession of PT and PTAs will have job security for years to come due to the need for it. People who fall under these conditions could benefit from interventions made by PTs. Although unfortunately for some people, jobs within the administration and diagnostic fields may continue to be turned over to AI, PTs and their jobs will not be obsolete for the foreseeable future. And this will ensure quality care of patients and clients alike for years to come, and will continue to help communities everywhere live to their fullest potential.